there, race fans. It's Race Day Top 5 with me, Frank 5. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everybody. It is Friday afternoon, and as you can see outside, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's not too hot outside. It is a gorgeous day so far to kick off this Memorial Day weekend. And of course, where there's Memorial Day weekend fun, there's also some racing. This weekend is Memorial Day weekend for NASCAR at Charlotte Motor Speedway with, of course, the big running on Sunday. The Coca-Cola 600 is going to be a fun day. But tonight, I've got myself a special night ahead as I'm going to be headed to Charlotte Motor Speedway for tonight's Craftsman Truck Series race with the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. Going to see the trucks of some of our stars like Corey Heim, Daniel Hemrick, Lane Riggs, Chandler Smith go up against the likes of Kyle Busch and Brandon Jones in this race. It's going to be a fun night. No chance of rain. The sun will be shining and then it'll go down. The moon will rise up and the stars will shine under the lights at this 1.5 mile track. America's home for racing. It is going to be a really fun night. My third year in a row that I've done this, and I'm going to be bringing you guys along on this fun experience, and we're looking forward to a really great night. So strap in and let's have some fun at the track. And here, before I get ready to go, I've got my backpack and my cooler because this is the necessities I'm going to be needing for tonight. In the backpack right here, we've got the radio, headset, and batteries in here. I need all that so I can hear the broadcast while I'm at the track. And then we've got paper towels, paper plates, and we've got my iPad back in there. And I need that stuff. And then over here, we've got my cooler because I need some drinks for tonight. And choice is 1 water bottle and 2 Pepsis and 2 Mountain Dews. And they'll be very refreshing. I'm sitting in my car here, getting ready to go. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Well, I actually had to make one more pit stop before I head to the track, and that would be to get my dinner. That, Hawthorne's Pizza. It is the best New York-style pizza in Charlotte. Take my word for it. Go get it. If nobody has ever gone to that place before and you're relatively new to Charlotte, you're visiting here for the weekend, please, I recommend Hawthorne's Pizza. It's so delicious. It'll make your taste buds explode with deliciously goodness, and it's just so savory. It's so good. Trust me, it's really good pizza. But anyways, let's get on the road, folks. I actually had to make another stop because I'm a little bit low on gas, and I figured I'd come to the nearest gas station to the track and need the gas, especially these guys tonight. They'll be burning a lot. Well, they'll be going a lot faster than I normally do on the road. Do not speed, folks, please. Trust me. I just got my gas filled here at the 7-Eleven, and I'll be on my way to the track. By the way, that 7-Eleven scheme that Kyle Busch ran at Texas earlier this year, that was a really nice scheme, although it sucked when he was trying to go for the win and he lost it in turn 4 and hit the back end of the wall. Just as Kevin Harvick was talking about how well he ran, and then he hits the wall. What a shame. Ladies and gentlemen, it is official. We're here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway under the beautiful bright sky. America's home for racing is centered right over there. We've got the ARC races could be starting a little bit. I'm not going to be at that event, but the one obviously that's later, the Truck Series, I cannot wait. And again, a gorgeous day for racing on this wonderful weekend where we honor those that served for our military and those we lost. We will always remember you, and for those currently serving, we are forever indebted to you. But this is a big weekend also for motorsports. We're here for the trucks tonight, and let's get this show on the road. That pizza looks so good. My classic favorite, pepperoni. I think it's about time I sink my teeth into this thing. Look at that flop it's got there, but it's definitely New York-style pizza. But without further ado, time to taste it. Scrumptious. This is awesome. I just love this pizza. This is so flipping good, dude. You can probably hear, other than the sound of the cars passing by, that little rumbling sound in the background. That's the ARCA Menard series. They're going on right now as we currently speak. So I'm going to be able to get a couple of B-roll shots in while I hear the sound of the cars going on in the background. Honestly, that's not too bad of a sound to hear. Currently have arrived at the area where they have all the other merchandising tents outside of the haulers over there, and there's so much stuff to look around and see. Enter here. Well, I mean, other than the front, where else are you going to enter in? But I guess that's stating the obvious. Here's the sheet metal junkyard we got right here. You can pick up any one of these bumpers or side panels or anything. You can hang them up anywhere you want to. Oh my gosh, look at that old TriStar car. I'm pretty sure JJ Yaley drove that thing. And then there's a lot of Alpha Prime and Nice Motorsports front bumpers, which are pretty cool. And everything up there. Oh, hey, look, there's a dog. So adorable. Better believe that. These are probably where you see the next versions of NASCAR drivers hope to get their start in with these little cars. I like how they're designed by Dale Earnhardt, but there's only one problem. There's only one great Intimidator. Bring back California Speedway, please. We miss it. Legendary. These drawings of these drivers is absolutely incredible. Blaney, Gordon, Larson, Elliott, Earnhardt Jr., Byron, Kyle Busch, and Petty. Outstanding. Yes, I'm old, but I saw Dale Earnhardt on the track. Yeah, well, sadly, I never did. But I have YouTube highlights to watch. Yay. I love this portrait right here. The GOAT. College football, Nick Saban. Roll Tide, baby. There is a lot of people around here looking at the merchandise tents, getting some of the newer gear, older gear. They got everything here that you could possibly ask for. Of course, they have a couple of NFL and baseball stuff spread out throughout this tent area. But if you don't want to go to the haulers, the tents over there, your next best source of merchandise gets. Get them while you can. Here's the Friday itinerary list of everything that's going on. Yeah, the cars are still going around the back, leading up to that big moment in just about an hour and a half. We'll be going trucking under the lights. Hey look, I found Lug9. He's just over there. Let's go and talk to him, shall we? Maybe he has some answers for who's gonna win tonight's race. Yo Lug9, what's going on? Happy Memorial Day weekend. How's your day been going? Do you have any day who's gonna win tonight's truck race? Is Kyle Busch gonna spoil the fun? You're not talking to me. All right, you just gonna be like that? All right. Well, have a good race, dude. I'm out. It's the BetMGM Speed Street welcoming us race fans. Well, thank you very much. Let's take a little stroll down here, shall we? Well, look who I found. I found Riley Herbst. Not exactly, but it is the cutout of him here at the Toyota stand. Hey Riley, how do you feel about Sunday's race? You looking forward to 600 miles? Hope you have enough Monster Energy sugar in ya. And I found last year's Coke 600 winner, Christopher Bell. Congratulations on your All-Star win last week, buddy. Are you prepared to win 600 miles straight up and not have it rain shortened like last year? You're in the zone. I understand. I completely understand. I'll back away from you. You have a good one. What up, John Hunter? Congratulations on making the All-Star race last weekend. That was very impressive. You and your 42 team have definitely been much better this year performance-wise. What's it going to take for you to survive 600 miles and be up at the front on Sunday night? I can see you're still in the zone too. I guess you and Christopher Bell have that little zone area you don't want us interfering. I completely understand. Hey look, it's the guy who says, I beat your favorite driver. Yeah, how you doing, Denny? You got that Yahoo suit on? You're looking forward to 600 miles? You won this thing a couple years ago, and it was one of the crazy 600s I might add. All right, well, you have a good one, dude. I'm out. There's Chase Briscoe. How you doing, dude? Another start if your Joe Contender got a little shaky stuff. You guys seem to be heading in the right direction. You're looking forward to this long 600-mile event? You're also still in the zone. Everybody seems like they're in the zone and they don't feel like talking. I completely understand. You have a good one, but next time, I would like to have a conversation because you're a good guy. Hi, Ty. You ready for Sunday? All right, you seem like nobody wants to talk to me. I completely understand. Bye. What up, Mr. Eric Jones in that Dollar Tree uniform? I will say, you and John Hunter have some pretty good USA paint schemes for this weekend. You look great in them. Have a good one. Tyler Reddick, sir. You looking forward to Sunday? Let's pass post-qualifying inspection, not have to do a pass-through at the start like you did last year. I got a feeling you'll be in the conversation on Sunday night. Hey, Bubba, you just hanging out here in front of the simulator and everything? How do you feel about 600 miles? Sorry you didn't make the All-Star race last Sunday night, but hey, what are you gonna do? Go get him on Sunday, dude. You have a good one. You would think by now that I would know that too. There's cutout drivers and I pretend like they're actually real. You know that they're always in the zone. I know that they always have time for the fans and everything, but you know they're always focused because Sunday is a long, grueling race. Also, I mean, come on. No Jimmy Johnson standout. He's driving this weekend. I mean, come on, man.
I mean, come on, man.
Oh, come on. More back on me. I need some breeze. There we go. That feels great. This whole weekend. About those guys. Thank you for what you do. Thank you. Well, it looks like everybody's starting to file into the racetrack and get their seats for the truck race. And I have a feeling I should probably do the same thing. Get my spot, sooner the better. Got through security, but now I'm just taking a moment to just sit down for a few moments because I've been walking around and also have some Kona Ice. So let's have one here. Great flavor. So good, especially for a warm night like this. So good. So I took a look at tonight's starting lineup and I see that Gio Ruggiero, who's been a very impressive rookie this year, is on the pole for tonight's race. And he's got his teammate Tanner Gray, who I'm pretty sure was last year's pole sitter, starting next to him. And then you have Corey Heim, hoping for it to be Heim time tonight, starting in third spot. A 1, 2, 3 for 3 of the 4 Tricon Garage trucks. And then we have a couple of Nice Motorsports trucks following right behind him. We got Ross Chastain in 4th. We got Caden Honeycutt in 5th. I see that Chandler Smith, Lane Riggs, and Raja Caruth and Daniel Hemrick are also inside the top 10. If you're wondering where Kyle Busch starts, he starts at 12th spot. So he's got his work cut out for him tonight. And don't expect him to be back there for long, but let's just hope that the truck is a good truck tonight, that he can compete for the win. As for some of the other guys, I think Brett Enfinger starts around the top 15. Matt Crafton, the former 3-time truck champion, starts back at 26. So he's got a little bit of work to do. But yeah, it should be a ball tonight. Now, let me go find my grandstand section. My section is 121. Now, where in the world can it be? 124, 125. I'm assuming it's somewhere down there, but I have to find out for myself. Section 121. There it is. I found it. Bingo, bango, baby. And now it is money shot time. Oh, yeah. It is a glorious sight to behold. This is going to be one fun race, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found my seat finally, and it feels so good to finally sit down. When something comfortable, obviously. I know walking around is fun, but once in a while you have to sit down and everything. But the sun's going down, the lights are starting to come on a little bit. It is just so relaxing. And in a few moments, we're going to hear the drivers and their starting positions for tonight. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, this is paradise right now, folks.
From Niagara on the Lake, Ontario, Canada, Stuart Friesen.
Woo-hoo!
4-4 Diamond Drilling 4 from Scottsdale, Arizona, Frankie Muniz.
Yeah!
Number 88 Chi-Chi's at Menards 4 from Tulare, California, Matt Crafton.
Yeah! Woohoo! Parker, let's go!
Starting 23rd in the number 18 Lyuna Chevrolet from starting 22nd.
Woo!
Starting 20th in the 02 Spring Ranch Chevrolet from Fairhope, Alabama, Brad Infinger.
Woo!
Roger Toyota from Atlanta, Georgia, Brandon Jones. Kyle Busch.
And the cheers and the boos for Rowdy himself.
Starting 11th in the 98 Lava Plate and Comfort Time Majesty. Starting 10th, driving the number 1, Georgia, Chandler Smith. Starting 8th in the number 7, Washington, D.C., Raja Karut. Starting 7th, driving the number 34, North Carolina, Lane Riggs.
Yeehaw!
Starting 6th, driving the number 19, Napa Auto Care Chevrolet, Daniel Herrick. Starting 5th in the number 45, D24, North Carolina Governor's Highway Safety Program Chevrolet. From Alba, Florida, Ross Chastain. Starting 3rd. And now it's time to meet your front row for tonight's race. From Mooresville, North Carolina, Tanner Gray. And on the pole, driving the number 17, First Auto Group Toyota, hailing from Seekonk, Massachusetts, Giovanni Ruggiero. And there you have it, your drivers for tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome Lucky Rewards winner, Kenneth Peoples. Stop! Stop your engine!
Fire in the hole. It's time for some trunks on Friday night.
Nevada's Kyle Busch will start to the outside.
Here we go. It's time to get it done.
Pace car dives down.
Here we go. Tanner Gray in the front row. It's the NASCAR Triathlon Truck Series from Charlotte Motor Speedway. The North Carolina Education
He'll lead them into turn number 2. Follow in his tire tracks.
Corey High moves to the second position. They're off the corner. Corey High takes a look to the outside. Now they're up against the wall as they work their way down the backstretch with Jerry. Here comes O'Shannon with the one. Tanner Gray making an aggressive move now. Right to the second position.
Number 4, Gio Rizzo is going to win the first lap, but here comes side by side, Heim on the outside. So far early on, it is Heim time. He gets a run to the outside of his teammate as they head into turn 3. It looks like they're going to maintain that side-by-side position as they come up with corner number 4. Race car to pit road inside for stage number 2. Kate Honeycomb with no tires on the track. We are. This will be fun. Here we go. What's up there?
He'll lead the pack on turn number 2. Slides right up in front of the second place car. The guy who led most of the race on Corey High. Corey High's gonna look to his left now. All of a sudden, he's gonna see Kyle Busch goes.
Massive back on the box.
10 seconds
Jockey his position at full speed over 4. Better have enough room for each other.
Here comes Kyle
kind of frustrating for these guys. They gotta get the luck on their side.
So far, it's been the Corey Himes show, if you can hear me. But it's been the 11 truck pretty much on cruise control from the get-go, despite a couple challenges from a couple competitors. Ross Chastain has been up there, Lane Briggs, who might be balancing gear problems right now. Kyle Busch, I knew starting back in 12th would be no problem for him. He's been in the top 5. He's got some really good speed. Guys, Kate Honeycutt took a no-tire stop at the end of stage number 1 and gained drive position and be up in the mix. And it has worked to perfection. Right now, he's the leader, but we got a lot of trucks racing up at the front. At one point, the 6 trucks battling for the lead. You could throw a blanket over those guys. There have been some good battles in the middle of the pack, and a couple contacts at the end of the stages between some of the Tricon Garage trucks and a few other guys. But for the most part, some good side-by-side battle. But it's only just getting started. As we enter the final stage, these guys, they're going to take the reins off, and they're going to let them loose. No more Mr. Nice Guy in this final stage, folks.
Here they come up to turn number 4, and it's time for the final stage. Lenny Kite's high in the front row. Who's going to take the trophy home? We're about to find out. Let's go. Way up against the wall back there.
Corey Haim is coming after him fast on the outside next to the wall. Honeycutt moves up to the block. He'll have to go to the bottom of the racetrack. And Haim is going to go to the block.
Oh my gosh, you're going. Oh, Chastain! Wow, that was fun! Hey, how did Chastain work the bottom? Those guys are side by side off in turn 4. He got room on the inside. Right now, him and Haim are side by side, but now Haim for the moment has a little bit of defender in front. Now Chastain will run the inside. Got to hold that off in turn 4 here. Making breaks like that. Kyle Busch will be right on the scene. Taylor Smith with the 38, and I don't know that other truck is. It looks like it is Simon Chesky, our defending truck champ. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, there's the first major incident of the night, folks. Looks like a right rear tire on the 38 truck let go. A calamity abound. What a tough way for Taylor Smith. Connor Rozak also got a piece of it. That's a rough outing right there.
Chandler Smith going back to the
There goes Taylor Smith back into the garage area.
Policy, we'll see how they apply that to it.
And
Chandler
Simon Chesky's
Smith
getting
is
work
taking
on
his
his
truck
number
behind
98
the wall.
truck.
That is a
Two guys that are running up in the top 10, and their nights have officially been. The 17 truck of Gio Rosero got loose of 4, got into the 98, he went around, went to the 98, or 38, excuse me. And nothing you can do there.
Race fans up on Speedway TV. Now, if you
Gio
want to see
Rosero
your
started
face
off
up on the big screen, I want you to scan this QR code that is up there. We're going to
got
have
loose
some
off
fun.
the
We're
4,
going to
got
do a
into 38 of
selfie
Taylor
cam. Get
Smith
your
and
face
set
up
off the
there.
rack.
Get your
And
friends up there.
now it's nice
Maybe
pretty
do a
much
little
for
dance.
his
It's
tough
whatever.
way for a
We're
young man
having
is
a good
heading
time.
pretty.
Tonight, so grab your phone.
Well, up to Rutgers, we got a few more trucks. We're going to double up and restart again. Simon Chastain. See what happens.
Doesn't look like it off turn 2. Time with the race lead, side by side for second. Green light off turn number 2. Chastain will get the spot. Corey Haim is gone again. He's got about a 4-shot lead there going into turn
taking names and dominating this race. Led a high of 98 laps out of 134. My friend, what is it like to go out there and dominate a race like this?
Honestly, it's nice to be far enough away where someone can't clean me out, to be honest with you. But no, I'm just super thankful for Shotgun Garage showing the safe line. This thing was obviously really good. I felt like we've had the speed the last couple of years here, just circumstantially I haven't been able to get it done. So obviously just such a good truck, had to execute. On my part, I think we did a great job. Just a really nice clean day. Pumped up about this one. Felt like we gave a couple away the last 2 weeks, but redeemed ourselves tonight.
We were in the trailer earlier before practice, and we were talking about you guys inventing ways to give these races away and everything that could happen. Tonight, it went perfect. What is it like to drive for a race team like this and a crew chief like Scott Zipadelli?
It's a special feeling. I mean, I think everyone can tell how good this truck is, man, and it's a pleasure to drive it. I feel like we, once again, just have been in so many good positions this year to execute and win, but just circumstantially, one way or another, like you said, we found a way to give it up. But tonight they didn't have an opportunity, and we just executed really well, stayed up front all night, and that's all she wrote.
Great job. Corey Howing laying down a hammer at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Best in class, for sure, Josh. That's heck of an effort for Nice Motorsports across the board for 3 in the top 7, came right there on my back bumper. That's what we look for. We look for competition across all 3 trucks. For Al, and Al's super happy to get a ton of points and just have fast trucks. So for Matt, great run for their JM Electric Chevy. But for us, Tech Tremont Chevy, it's best in class. I mean, the 11, the Corey and Scott, they're the best in the field right now. And none of us had anything for them. The 7, the 38, 34, we're all racing amongst each other. Heck of a race back there with us. I can go on for a few laps. So yeah, you're right. We've got to make it last longer.
Appreciate it, Russ. Best in class for the 44 in Nice Motorsports.
Well, we are leaving the speedway right now after a dominating performance by the Corey Heim truck. It was just on rails and an absolute rocket ship, and the racing's over. But the fun's not over just yet. We have a party going on over there in the fan zone, and it is Hairball doing a tribute to a lot of famous rock and roll groups. So let's go have ourselves some fun, because really, what's wrong with rock and roll, baby? It rocks!
We've made it back to the car. A long night of fun, good racing, and music at the very end. That's a Friday night at the track for you.
And there you have it, folks. That was a Friday night at Charlotte Motor Speedway, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, racing on this 1.5 mile track, America's home for racing, and, you know, some really good battles up at the front of the field for the most of the night. But at the end of the night, it was Corey Heim time yet again, winning the North Carolina Education Lottery 200. He just loves these 1.5 mile trucks, and redemption from last week. And if you watch that truck race at North Wilkesboro, he was leading on the white flag lap when Lane Riggs tried to slide job it into turn number 1, but they made contact, and Riggs got the 11 truck up the hill, and the 11 truck went around in the pack, taking Corey Heim out of a chance of not only winning the race, but it top 5, top 10 finish. He finished like the last truck on the lead lap, and it was Chandler Smith that stole the victory from the 11 truck and the 34 truck. And Heim, of course, confronted Lane Riggs post-race, you know, not happy with the way that he raced him at the very end, but, you know, it's how it was, unfortunately. But tonight, Corey Heim was able to redeem himself at that number 11 truck, despite some challenges from guys like Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, Caden Honeycutt, and a few others. That 11 truck, there was just no stopping him. And after that wreck that we had on the front straightaway, a couple laps after the start of the final stage, we had pretty much green flag racing the rest of the way. A couple guys elected to come down pit road when that caution came out for that wreck, thinking that they could probably stretch all the way on fuel, but it turned out to not be the case. Everybody had to at least make a pit stop at the very end because we restarted with 65 laps to go, and there was no way that these guys could make it all the way there. They had to at least pit one more time. Some of those guys were trying to stretch it on fuel, like Rajah Caruth and Stuart Friesen, but unfortunately it didn't work in their favor. It worked in the favor of the 11 truck. And even though we had that big lead, you always do not know if there's going to be a caution that could change the outcome of this race. But thankfully for Corey Heim, the racing gods were on his side. There was no yellows late, and he was able to walk away with about, a 4.5 to 5 second lead. That's how far he was ahead of Ross Chastain and those guys, even though, again, you just don't know what can happen. But at the end of the night, it's the 11 truck in victory lane doing the burnouts. But a nice run tonight by Ross Chastain and his teammate Caden Honeycutt, who took that no tire gamble after the end of stage number 1 to get him some track position and keep him up in the top 5, and he pretty much stayed there the rest of the night. And he's a good young kid, has got a lot of potential in this sport. It's only a matter of time before he finds his way into victory lane in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and he starts to get more recognition from the fans and his competitors and everything. He's a good driver, and yeah, he put on a really good show tonight. And a 5th place finish for Kyle Busch. You think it's solid, but when it comes to Kyle Busch in the Truck Series, you expect him to dominate and win, or at least, if he's not dominating, show up at the end when it matters most and win the race. And at times, he had a chance at Corey Heim, but that just wasn't the case. A 5th place finish for Kyle Busch, and we'll see how he does on Sunday. But as you could probably tell by my voice, I was singing down with everybody else at that Hairball concert outside of the track. A lot of fun. I think they performed last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they put on a really good show covering bands like AC/DC, Def Leppard, Queen, Ozzy Osbourne, Bon Jovi. It was just a Kiss. It was a really, really good time. And rock and roll, man, there's nothing wrong with that. Great music. And I'll be honest, I prefer it over the music that we have nowadays. It's just my type of music. But it was a really good night in general. Couldn't have asked for better weather once again. It was a little bit warm when I got here, but once the sun started to go down, the temperature started to cool down, and it felt really, really good outside. And again, really good racing at Charlotte Motor Speedway with the Truck Series. Had a blast doing it, and I thank Charlotte Motor Speedway for this. But this will not be the last race for me this weekend. I will be back here on Sunday for the Coca-Cola 600, where Christopher Bell will look to defend his win from last year, and hopefully, we have 600 full miles. I don't want this race rain shortened like last year. I don't want to get postponed till Monday, because there is a slight chance of rain. The big question is, when will it start? Right at race time? About after halfway? Because, again, if we can't run the whole distance, we got to get to halfway to make the race official, but we want 600 miles. We all want to see these guys go at it. We want 40 cars duking it out on Sunday for 600 miles, 400 laps, till the checker flag flies, and we see who adds a crown jewel to their resume, whether it be a first-timer or somebody else gets another crown jewel with this race. So we're going to find out, but I hope you all had a wonderful time watching this experience at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and I thank you so much for watching. So in the meantime, subscribe, like. Congrats once again to Corey Heim and the 11 team on their win tonight in the North Carolina Education Lottery 200, and I will see you on Sunday. So have a great night, everybody. Let's go racing.